Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to Six News. Today I am pleased to present Operation Solar Raid. And this is the fourth and final season of Rainbow Six Siege's Year 7. And it's a big one. We've just been given a whole bunch of information today, and of course the in-game footage of the new map that you can have a look at, and it's looking sensational, along with a look at the new operator as well. But let's jump deeper into the footage we have here of Nighthaven's Lab. That is the official name of this map. Then we'll jump into the additional information that's been released today about the new season. But yeah, the map looks really, really cool and very futuristic. I thought it was quite small, but there is quite a lot of open areas in this map. So I'm curious about the actual internal volume. And that is the new operator right there. We're getting our look at the new operator there as well. And he is looking very, very cool. And then in the background, we've got the full Nighthaven base behind it. Of course, we won't be able to get there or anything, but it shows where it is in relation to what we've actually seen before. We've seen that base in a bunch of promotional stuff like cartoons and such in the past. But let's take a closer look at the new operator. So this is, and I'm going to say she at this moment in time. She looks slim and slender. I'm going to guess she's a female, but obviously we'll find that out pretty soon, probably sometime next week with more information being released. But we can tell something, and that's equipment. She has a P90, and that is a gun that obviously isn't on very many operators, and right now it's not that brilliant. But the P90 as a weapon is one of my favorites, just because I used to watch Stargate SG1 and they used the P90 a lot and it looked sensational. So I'm kind of hoping maybe there's actually a rework of the gun just to make it a bit more interesting to use. And it might also mean that this operator is a defender, although of course that doesn't necessarily mean that this is a defender, but I'm going to guess right now that's probably my best choice. Anyway, let's jump into more details about the new season because we've got a ton of information that's been released. So in this blog post, they start by saying Operation Solar Raid is going to be one of our biggest seasons yet. Now, I do agree that it's one of the biggest, but some of the features like cross progression, cross-play, reputation system, rank 2.0, although that's amazing, and I bet there's been a ton of work behind the scenes to get it out. The problem is a lot of that's just going to fade into normality in basically a couple of months. So although it's a huge season and a lot of really good features, I don't know if it's going to have sticking power a couple of months in, but I'm loving everything in the season. I'm not complaining at all. This is going to be a good season for me because it's got a lot of features I am looking for. Well, let's move down to new map. So Nighthaven's Lab. This is where we know that Osa is the head of kind of the R&D for Nighthaven. So this will be basically her home when she's working. And we're going to see probably a lot of tech in there. And it also brings in, like they say, a lot of story elements that we've seen in previous story content like cartoons and such. Although I'm not really expecting that to be a selling point of this map. It's going to be good, and they say it's going to be a competitive right from the start, and it's going to have brand new layouts that we've never seen before. And it does look good from the gameplay we've seen. There's definitely a lot of interesting elements, different kind of open areas that I'm curious to see how that's all going to work. And they mentioned that the full reveal will be on Monday, November 21st. Of course, usually the reveal is on a Sunday with the finals, but the finals is right up at the end of November. And that means that if it was to be a normal 2-week test server, you'd be launching the new season very close to the winter holidays. And of course, if something goes wrong, you don't have people there to go fix and stuff. So they're going to be revealing it at the beginning of the event. They've done that before previously at some points, but never for, I think, a season 4. And just to put it into context, I think it was the 8th of November that the last full reveal was for a season 4. So this is way later than usual. And then moving on from that, we got ranked 2.0. They say this season also sees big changes coming to the ranking system with rank 2.0. We've added our new rank as well as implemented some changes to progression. Rank 2.0 aims to have a real progression system while giving players a revamp into the matchmaking experience. We have heard about this system before at the beginning of the year, but that was 9 months ago. We have no idea how much has changed. We just know that it's more of a progression. You start at the bottom and you work your way up. And it could be that if you just play enough, maybe you can get the champion, but we don't know. We don't know exactly how things are going to be kind of balancing out at all. So we'll just have to wait to the reveal to get a really good sense of it. Then we've got cross-play and cross-progression, and they confirm a lot of the features that they announced, basically years ago now, because of course it got delayed by about 9 months last time, because it was supposed to come kind of with probably season 1. But what we're looking at here is crossplay between consoles, so Xbox and PlayStation playing together as default. Then we have PC and the streaming platforms playing together, which is already the case at the moment. And then they're going to have the cross progression, which means that your entire inventory is going to be shared between all those platforms, as long as you have them all linked to the same Ubisoft account. If you're one of those people who has a different Ubisoft account for every platform, then I don't know if it's going to be as simple. But we'll, of course, have to wait and see for all the details, because they might have account merging in some ways and stuff like that. But we'll just have to wait for more details. But certainly great to confirm that it's console to console and that PC and streaming are still in their own bubble. Good to have all those kind of details confirmed. We knew that, but it was obviously long ago that they actually said that originally. Things could have changed. And then we have the reputation score display. This is one of those features that is nice to have, but it is not going to impact at all, I think, your season. But what it'll mean is that you're going to be able to see if your reputation score is good or bad or neutral. There was originally going to be rewards with this, but I expect we'll see that now in year 8. But yeah, this is just going to let you know if you're being a good player, being nice, or being toxic. And there will be ramifications that are already in the system right now. We've already seen them come out. This is just to let you know what your score is. The score already exists. It has for basically the last year, but now you're going to be able to see it. Originally, it was hidden. And like I say, there should be rewards in a future update, I believe. And then we have a surprise, which is a Battle Pass update. Apparently, the Battle Pass is changing, so you can customize your approach to how you progress the Battle Pass. We'll see if this is good or bad when we actually get more details, because obviously it could be that you can maybe compartmentalize and get just the stuff you're after and not bother about some other parts. And we'll see what this does. Right now, it is a bit boring. The current Battle Pass is just challenges and obviously a single progression, and that's it. It would be kind of cool if I can actually just switch on previous Battle Passes and progress through them as well, but I'm assuming that's not the case here. And then we've got a player comfort update. So advanced controller options will also be coming to console players, allowing them to customize their aim controls of their controller's look stick. Other updates will be revealed on Monday, November 21st. That will probably also help mouse and keyboard players on console, because of course that emulates a controller input. So they might be able to kind of refine the mouse and controller players as well, which might be an unfortunate thing, but this should be good for controller players. We can get a little bit more customization in there, and we'll see how that ends up being once we get our hands on it in the test server. And then they finish with, this is all the tip of the iceberg. I assume that's supposed to be, this is just the tip of the iceberg. And Operation Solar Ray is going to be filled with a great deal of updates and surprises. So that's the kind of comment where I just go, I'll wait and see. I'll see what really is coming in the full update. So, it's cool. We've got teasers obviously already coming out this week. And we have all of next week for more teasers. I assume we'll see the squad sometime next week, because that's Caviara's squad. And we're going to see probably, obviously, the new operators trailer and stuff like that and details on them. Yeah, so we're going to have a lot of stuff to go over in the next week. And then we'll get the full review a week on Monday, and then probably straight onto the test server with the new season probably launching very early December. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of this in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time.